So long as ideas exist, and it is ideas that shape the world, there will always be people who will implement the ideas.
I was born and brought up from a very humble, a very moderate family, and as I grew up as a child, I've seen a lot of people who suffered, a lot of people who want to do something but they don't really get the opportunity.
Mechanical basic enaga nijo kam goi na ene khabo nimite tai khan ena kam goi na dikhya kan sai gena moi bi ende so jai chi dura moi bi enaga banai se bole moi bi life de edura chulibu paribo na ki koi gena moi bi mechanics de ende kori gena moi kam gori ase.
I think entrepreneurship is not an end, but rather a means. I think it is the thought processes that are involved. I think it's about innovation. I think it's about courage. I think it's about the ability to dream the future. I think it's about not necessarily looking at profit as the main drive, so to speak. But I think entrepreneurship is about using goods and services, the business of goods and services, as a means towards an envisioned future.
Bacha tampara gari thakise dura ene baba khan gari bana tamte ene tai khan ke sai kena etokon sai kena moi bi 18 do moi bi inaga banabo paribo na ki koi na mola monte na bhavna thakise.
Since my childhood, I really have, this thought in me, thinking that maybe someday I could come up and do something where I can be also a part of the society, a part as in helping in a very small way that I can. So that is something that that is always there in my mind as I grew up as a kid.
See, in any situation of conflict, where a society has been oppressed for very long and is still in the process of decolonization, it is not surprising to see that the state becomes the largest employer. Because the purpose of the state is not governance, but the purpose of the state is to manage the situation. And in the process of managing, one of its strategies is to ensure that it controls employment.
So as I come back after my studies, for the first initial 2-3 years, I was also, trying to give some exams, which I really don't want, because I feel myself that I'm not called to work in a government sector, in spite of what the perspective or the ideas of what our parents have.
Amma tata khan bra hole bi moi naga kam kore to tai khan bi oi ek kisam to tai khan bi khushi ase.
When this idea came, when I have to start a coffee shop, it was one of the biggest challenges. I was thinking, the first thing that comes to my mind was, do I think like my parents will be happy, or will they say yes if I want to venture this journey?
Dunia te to poisa mokhan ek taka bi bona porna pare to mokhan nijo kam kori kena kamabo lage.
We only assume that success is about getting a government job.
You cannot compete with the state when it comes to employment. So they become the largest employer. And by becoming the largest employer, then you create a society that is dependent on the state for its very survival. The society begins to think that government jobs are the only jobs. Employment then gets to be defined in a very narrow and concrete way. It creates dependency. Because when you think that the state is the biggest, largest employer, it numbs your imagination, and you cannot imagine a different situation where the state is no longer in control of employment. And I think we have come to a stage where Nagas are not dreaming anymore, because we are just trying to survive. We no longer have that creative energy to build a different world.